I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm feeling broken and beaten. I've got a fire in my soul, the fear's taking hold, but I'm taking control of my own life. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, undefeated. I'll never back down.
At KeyBank, we know you've got a lot in your head when it comes to buying a home. You're full of excitement and angst from all the unsolicited advice and tiny fine print. That's why at Key, you can get our best rates, and you're matched with a dedicated loan officer who is with you step by step from application to celebration. We work hard to make your home buying process easier so you can get out of your head and into your new home. KeyBank opens doors. Visit key.com/home loan. KeyBank is member FDIC, NMLS number 399797, equal housing lender.
Seven beats.
Bust a lean back, keep it low and I feel that. You're my mamacita, you're my mamacita. Each time I'm gonna see that, you're gonna make me weaker. You're my mamacita, you're my mamacita. Ay, bust it down like flex, yeah. Show me what is gonna be on next. Move, shorty, I'ma take it to the next room. This is my type of a burlesque. Oh, work that beat. Please come take a seat. Make me lose my mind when you turn around for me. Like, oh no, sipping cups of Patron, no. I feel like I've been on one. You that's making me want more. I want more. So, you got cause of me, po. Know it for me to go, no. How you made me feel loco. GSR in the building, baby. That's loco.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo Sports Room, June 6th, 2021. Got a big show today, lot to cover. It's a big weekend in sports with the NBA playoffs still going on. Have the big UFC pay-per-view over the weekend.
Hell yeah.
We'll get into all that. But how you doing today, Steve?
Oh man, you know I'm doing good, brother. You know, just gave them people them easy picks. 765 Mafia. We had that softball this weekend. You know, we went 2-0. You know, run rule the team 15-0 in the third inning. Man, we just out here doing what we can do, man. You know, we ain't no Chris Pauls. You feel me? We ain't no selfish players, man. We play as a team and we get the dubs, man. We get the dubs. So, you know, you beat a couple hurt teams and you think you're the GOAT all of a sudden, you know. But I know 765 Mafia 2-0. You feel me? Hey, we had Jo. We had our boy Jo on the sideline. He broke his wrist, so we had him coaching. So it ain't no wonder why we went 2-0. You feel me? So once he gets back, it's a wrap. Y'all better wrap it up. Might as well just give us the trophy now. You feel me? But hey, we make do while we can. You know, still showing these teams how to play. And I think I broke my shoulder playing. No,
Can't be diving out there.
Man, I took a hard dive, man, and I'm sore today. Let's just put it that way. But I'm good, bro. I ain't Chris Paul. I ain't gonna sit out and act like I'm hurt. You feel me?
Oh, fuck. All right, let's start with the UFC. Have big UFC pay-per-view over the weekend. Marino shocked the hell out of me, winning by submission. I thought that was going to be another brawl like the first time was, and probably go to a decision again. Last time it was a draw, and Marino, he came out on a fucking mission.
Hey,
he looked tougher than fuck, dude.
Hey, you know my money was on the Mexican, man. That's the only way I can rock, man. You know, and Marino, after seeing that first fight, I knew Marino knew at that point. He was like, I got this. Because he was, I think before, you know, Figueiredo is no fucking joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I the first fight, I think he went out there thinking like, man, I don't know about this. But then I think he, at somewhere through that fight, he was like, I got this fucking guy. And then they called it a draw, which I think he could have won the first fight. But it probably should have been a draw. I knew he was coming out like, I'm about to whoop this fucking dude's ass. And that's exactly what he did. He beat the brakes off fucking Figueroa. Made him look like a fucking amateur fighter.
He looked tough.
That dude's gonna be hard to beat now that he's got it. And I can't believe that's the first Mexican born fighter to win the UFC title. That's just crazy to me. But like I said, most of the Mexicans, they box. They're not really UFC fighters. Most of them box, so it makes sense. But yeah, Diaz laid an egg out there. He put up a good fight, but he should have knocked him out.
That was a good fight. Diaz had him hurt, and instead of pouncing on him, just kind of pointed at him and talked some shit, and then went at him. But Diaz waited too late to pick up the offense. If he would have picked up the pace like that in the fourth round, he'd have won that fight.
Well, yeah, I also think that Edwards, I think he was getting tired. Like, I think if that fight went 2 more rounds, I think Diaz would have got him. I think
if that fight had maybe just another 30 seconds, and Diaz probably finishes him
for sure. And fucking.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have started that in the fourth round, he wins that fight.
And I don't know why Diaz.
He wasn't aggressive enough.
Diaz had it, bro.
But he had the dude hurt. The dude
was
bobbled. Then he was on his feet, stumbled.
Yeah.
And Diaz just pointing at him. It's like, dude, jump on that motherfucker.
Jump on that motherfucker. And if Diaz would have jumped on him at that point, the fight was over. And that's why, like, if a fighter wants to win and say it's 5th round and they know they probably need a knockout to win the fight, they're going to jump on that. It's not like the 3rd round and you're like, well, I don't want to tire myself out for the rest of the fight by trying to jump on this guy and maybe not knock him out. And now I'm tired as fuck. This was it. Like, you either knock him out here or you lose the fight. I don't understand why fucking Diaz was pointing at him and letting him recover. That just didn't really make sense to me. And I think that Diaz didn't really give a fuck if he won or not. I think he was more about putting on a show than anything. I think his whole point of fighting was just to put on a show. I don't think he even wanted to necessarily win the fight. I don't think he would have mind if he won.
It was a good fight. Don't get me wrong. It was
right.
a good fight. But especially that 5th round, all of us was excited going nuts. Hell, we thought Diaz was going to knock him out.
And if Diaz really wanted to win that fight, I think he would have jumped on him. Because I can't understand why he didn't. It don't make any sense to me.
Then you had Adesanya and Vettori too.
Diaz said, "Oh, I'm a better fighter in a street fight. I win." I don't know about Diaz with the Stockton slap and shit. I don't know about all that shit, man. I don't think even in a street fight, I think if they fought again, he could win. So maybe he would, but
he had to pick it up quicker. He waited too long to attack.
Right.
Adesanya won by decision over Vettori. Vettori he couldn't hit him.
Man, Vettori is a hoe, man. And honestly, like, Vettori could get him down, but
he couldn't hold him down.
Yeah, you can't hold on at that weight class. You can't hold that motherfucker down, man. He's just too good. He's too crafty on bottom. He gets up every time somehow, and he's so skinny and so long. It's hard to like when he had that rear naked choke on him. I thought Vettori was gonna tap his ass out. I mean, he's so skinny and shit. Like the motherfucker just turned around. Like Vettori's big ass couldn't wrap around him because he was like, and they're sweaty and shit. Some motherfucker just slipped right through like some, you know what I mean? I don't know, man, but Vettori just on the feet, he just didn't stand a chance, and he couldn't hold him down. So.
His only way he's going to win that fight is if he could hold him down and do some damage.
Right.
He couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't even do damage when he did get him down. He couldn't do anything really. I mean, I don't see Adesanya getting beat anytime soon in that weight
Muhammad beat Maya. That was by decision.
Yeah, Muhammad beat Maya.
He's not the same fighter.
No, he's 43 years old. I mean, you can't beat a guy that's a pretty good UFC fighter that's 32 and in his prime, and you're 43 going out of your prime. I see that shit a lot in the UFC, and that's usually some of the best bets in the UFC is when they got like a legend that's like 40, 43, and they're fighting like a young dude in his prime. Like it just never. They hardly ever win unless their name's Randy Couture or something. They just don't win very often.
And then the one that cost me my parlay was Craig winning by TKO over Hill.
Hey, shout out Craig, man. That Hill dude, he's nice, but he ain't got a bit of grappling game. I mean, a bit. Like he's gonna have. You
gotta get some fucking takedown defense, dude. You can't. You cannot. If you can't stop somebody from taking you down, you're not going to win a whole fucking lot in the UFC. You might beat some of the lower level UFC fighters, but you're not going to get up to. You're not going to be top level UFC fighters. You don't have to be great on the ground, but you at least have to be able to defend a takedown.
And you know that your grappling is pretty bad when a dude literally falls on his back on purpose and brings you down on top of him. You know you needed some work. Like, how often do you see that in the UFC these days? I mean, not many dudes want to have a guy on top of him. I mean, and that dude, Craig, just fell on his back. He's like, come down here, bub. If you come down here, and that's exactly what happened. Old Hill was trying to get away from him, but dude, fucking old Craig had his arms and shit, and he just couldn't get away. And it didn't take long for Craig to put some kind of submission on his ass and beat the hell out of him. But yeah, Hill's got to work on his grappling and his because he's got the striking, obviously, but
yeah, he's a good striker, but
he can't fight if he has zero grappling or ground game. He can't fight anymore.
Nokovic wins the French Open. Was down 2 sets to none, dude. And came back and won.
Yeah, I seen that.
That dude beat him the first 2 sets. After that, he couldn't do shit. He was hitting some fucking nice shots over there.
Tennis is probably the most unpredictable. Like, I'll never ever in my life would recommend betting tennis, I will never bet tennis.
I'll watch it. I like watching it, but man,
it has to be the worst sport to bet. It has to be. Because things can change so quick.
You get watching it, dude. And you just get stuck in it. Dude, one night I was stuck in it watching it.
It's kind of fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. And next thing I know, I look up and I was watching the Wimbledon one night. I think it was, or it might have been one of these opens, and it was I think it was Djokovic against Nadal. Dude, next thing I know, it's like 3 a.m. and I'm still sitting there watching this match. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to know who won and shit.
Right.
I mean, it will, especially when 2 good people are playing, dude.
It's entertaining.
It's fun to watch.
And but I can't stand. I'll be the first to say I can't stand the girl that is like running the girl tennis world, Asaki or whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't stand her. I can't fucking stand her, bro. How you going and playing for Japan and shit? You from here, bitch. You from here. Quit that shit. You speak English. All about, I hate America. I hate America.
A lot of them do that around the Olympic time, too, because they'll go, you live here and everything, but then you're representing their country.
Yeah, go over there and represent.
You see that a lot of the NBA players, a lot of them foreign guys that in the Olympics you'll see them on.
Yeah, fucking Capazzo and Jokic and them motherfuckers be playing for their and I get that, but this bitch, I probably shouldn't call her bitch because I know the feminists defend her with everything in their heart, but
you're gonna get canceled, man.
Yeah, I know. But I'm 100%. I'll say anything I fucking want. I'll argue with a feminist for 10 years. That's how much I hate that shit. So, because I don't hate feminism, but I think it's definitely it's not about, like, feminism used to be about equality. Now it's about supremacy, and I'm not with that shit. And I'll argue about it all day.
You see the golf yesterday? Dude had a 6-shot lead going into Sunday, and then he bogeyed the last 3 holes, and
end up losing.
He had to hit this par. He had to hit a par putt on 18 to force the playoff, and he missed it.
Talk about an all-time choke. Talk about an all-time
Bogeyed
choke.
the last 3 holes.
He was shaking. Before on those last 3 holes, he was shaking.
Why the hell was he so far away from the goal? What happened there? Then he ended up in the net.
No way.
Wow. Wow.
You're coming off the field.
Yeah,
Look at him. Look at him.
Why is the goalie way out? The goalie's fucking at fucking midfield, and he's trying to run back. That's a hell of a kick.
My man scored from midfield.
That's a hell of a kick. But what is the goalie doing?
I heard about that kick. They said they was talking about that kick on the radio on the way over here.
Dude,
that was nice.
Yeah. What was the goalie doing though?
I don't fucking know, dude. You're a fucking idiot. I see kids Liam's age better goalies than that dude. I'll tell you what, man, Liam, he's getting pretty nasty at soccer.
Oh yeah.
He's getting pretty fucking nasty. Soccer and baseball, bro, he be hitting the fuck out of the ball. He probably the best kid I've seen out there.
You said he have his game today?
Yeah, I think it's 7 to 8:30. But I try to call my dad just to make sure, and he didn't answer, of course. That motherfucker never answers his phone, bro. He never answers it.
Dude, that was crazy. This dude from Denmark collapsed during that soccer game. That was nuts.
I can't believe he was out for the count and came back. That's just crazy in itself.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fine. That's some scary shit, man, because that shit happens, every now and again. You never know until you know.
And there was a lot of baseball over the weekend. Reds had a good series against the Rockies, winning that series. Reds have won 9 of their last 11, I think it is.
That's awesome, man. It's awesome. The Reds, they got the team. Their bullpen, like you said, their bullpen is what's been killing them. Is what kills them. Because
we're averaging over 6 runs a game at home.
Yeah.
Okay? And we have a 500 record.
Right.
Well, now we're 1 game over 500, but still, how the fuck, you know what I mean? If you're averaging 6 runs at home, dude, you shouldn't be losing hardly any home games.
No. It's bullpen, bro. They would be in the game and have it tied or up. They're up a run or up 2 runs, and then the bullpen comes in.
Castellanos has a hell of a shot. If he keeps this up, he has a hell of a shot at MVP. Him and Winker both are going to be battling for it the way they're playing.
I know. I think one of them should get it, but they'll probably give it to fucking Tatis Jr. or some crazy shit.
Both them should be in the All-Star. They both should be in the All-Star game.
Oh, 100%. Them dudes are fucking balling. Them dudes are balling, but Winker, he got to step up in the outfield, honestly, for me, because I seen one where this motherfucker should have laid out and his bitch ass let it drop.
Tell you what, the rookie, that India, that dude's a fucking baller, dude. Hey, that dude's a player.
Is he still batting leadoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always thought he should be leadoff batter. I always thought that,
dude. And his defense, dude, he plays a hell.
Where does Winker bat?
Second.
I thought it was second. Maybe he wasn't playing the game I was watching, because one game I seen it and it was Winker, then Castellano, and I was like, where the fuck is Winker at? It was or India, then Castellano, and I was
waiting on
maybe he didn't play that game.
See, we still have Moustakas isn't back yet. I mean, if our bullpen can just pull together,
I seen Suarez hit a dinger. I seen Suarez hit a nice little dinger. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah,
Suarez, man, he just hasn't got. He's starting to get going a little bit, but he hasn't got going like he. Oh, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, he probably was just in his head for a little bit. Maybe, that shit happens. Fucking, it's easy to get in your head once you get a bad hit, the first hit of the game or something. It's easy to get in your fucking head. It is, but Jake Paul said he knocking out Diaz after he knocks out Woodley.
He ain't gonna knock out Woodley, but all right. Let's talk some of the NBA over the weekend. Yesterday, the Suns swept the Nuggets. Dude, the NBA has turned into they're the softest fucking league there is.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on in the NBA right now.
Jokic fouled the dude. Okay, that's a foul. If you want to call it flagrant one, I don't have a problem with that. But to call it flagrant 2 and eject him, that's fucking terrible.
Shit, the criteria that they have for this shit.
I mean,
a follow through.
What
the fuck? A follow through.
He went for the ball.
Right. He even hit the ball.
Yeah, and he did. He hit him in the face, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like he was. Did he foul? It was a hard foul. Yeah, he was aggravated, but it wasn't. He shouldn't have got through out of the game for it.
And how do you miss Cameron Payne's fucking pointy ass nose? That nose is longer than fucking Pinocchio's. How the fuck do you miss it?
And
come the fuck on, bro.
And then I didn't think Booker and the other guy should have got a fucking. I don't think Booker should have got a fucking technical.
No.
All him and Jokic did was get nose to nose.
I like to see Jokic like that though.
But yeah, they shouldn't have threw him out of the game, though.
I like seeing Jokic get fired up like that, bro. I ain't never seen Jokic like that. I was like, oh, okay, he got a little fire in him. Jokic was looking, bro. Jokic was about to knock the fuck out of Devin Booker, bro. He was about to knock his ass the fuck out, bro.
I don't know if he can knock him out.
He will whoop that ass though. Jokic ain't look like he don't play. He come from something. You know where he come from. He might be slumping dudes.
I don't know.
D-Book look like a pretty boy. What fucking big ass Jokic would have choked his ass out.
Yeah, he shouldn't have got ejected.
No, hell no.
If you want to call it a flagrant
one.
If you want to call it a flagrant one, whatever. But to me, it should just be a fucking common foul.
They're talking about follow through. If you swing for the fucking ball, of course you're gonna follow through. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, I was like, what are they talking about? It met the criteria, attention, follow through.
To me, the referee should have to think that it was intentional or that there was intent to be before you call it a flagrant. That right there, yeah, did he do it? He was aggravated. He swung.
Yeah, I'd be aggravated too.
He swung hard, but it wasn't. Oh, I don't. He shouldn't have got ejected. There ain't no dude. That's just soft.
Why do you think that in the playoffs?
But that's why all these fucking players, even if they don't get hit hard, they flop around and roll around in the fucking ground because they know they can get the fucking call.
The flopping is getting ridiculous in the NBA. That's for sure. But these dudes, bro, I don't know, man. These refs are up to something, bro. Because why in the playoffs is one team shooting 16 free throws and the other team shooting 2? I just don't fucking believe it. I don't believe that this other team is just not fouling. I watched the fucking game. The same thing fucking happens to both teams, but one team's shooting 20 free throws and the other's shooting 2. That don't make no fucking sense to me, and it's happening all the fucking time. It's because these refs, like I said, the more games, the more the money refs can make. I don't know if that's why they're doing it, but these fucking refs are terrible. They're terrible. It's one-sided. Watch every game you watch. It's one-sided foul calling. I can't fucking stand it.
Then you had the other game yesterday. You had the Bucks and the Nets. Bucks even the series 2-2.
That's a hell of a call.
Irving rolled his ankle. It didn't look good.
No, he's probably done for the series.
If Harden or Irving don't play tomorrow night, can KD win a game without Irving
or Harden,
and with both them being out?
I mean, I think can he win a game? I think so, but I don't know if he will, because I think the Bucks are seeing red right now. I think the Bucks are seeing a hurt Irving, a hurt Harden. And they're seeing hope.
And Tucker, I think Tucker was getting in KD's head a little bit yesterday.
I don't know if it was so much Tucker getting in KD's head, but I think it's the refs letting Tucker get in KD's head because Tucker ain't even playing basketball. He's out there MMA fighting half the time.
Fuck.
For real, yeah, for real though. This motherfucker's out fighting KD, and the refs ain't calling it. For real.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty fucking bad. At times, not the whole game, it wasn't that bad, but at times, it was pretty fucking bad, dude. It was obvious fouls, and the refs weren't calling it. It was just ridiculous, bro. And that's what I'm talking about, this agenda. I think the refs definitely got an agenda. And, but I don't know if KD can win without Irving or Harden.
Not if they play like they did yesterday. They can't. They can't play like they
Refs
did.
making outstanding calls.
They can't play like they did yesterday, where they give the ball to KD and everybody, all the other guys just stand there and watch them. If they're going to do that, they're not going to win.
No.
They're not going to win their game in the series.
No.
The other players, Harris, you still going to have to be ready and hit some threes.
Harris been a letdown for sure.
Yeah, they didn't play because it was like 2 minutes left in the. Or no, that was the other 2 minutes left in the third quarter when Jokic got thrown out. Irving went out, second quarter?
I think so. I'd like to say, yeah, it was second quarter.
But dude, if they're going to let Giannis get to the rim like they did yesterday, they're in trouble.
That's the thing. They can't stop Giannis. I don't know why not. They got fucking.
And he's going to his left and he's going to do a spin move. That's his basically almost the only move he does.
Right.
That and he'll do a Euro step.
Right. Yeah, Giannis is a bitch. I mean, yesterday Giannis played good. I mean, he was making layups and shit that he don't normally make.
Well, and he was he passed the ball good yesterday.
Yeah, Giannis played good.
He got Middleton some open threes. That's the key for them. Middleton has to play like he has the last two games. If Middleton plays like he did the first two games, Bucks are going to struggle to beat the Nets even without KD.
Yeah. If Harden's got to come back, I don't know how hurt Harden is, but if they get Harden back, I think the Nets will win the series.
The way they were talking yesterday,
they have to get Harden back.
The way they were talking yesterday, it didn't sound like Harden was going to be back next year.
That's the way it sounded. I mean, he was in fucking street clothes yesterday, so I don't know if he's coming
Irving
back.
left using crutches with an ankle and a walking boot.
Yeah, Irving's done, dude. That was bad.
X-rays are negative, so that's good. But dude, I mean, a sprained ankle can take a while.
Right, you're not going to be good for at least the next this series and the rest of the fucking. If they make it, then the rest of the next.
Oh no,
series.
he might. If they play, they play tonight. If you don't play, or no, they don't play tonight. They play tomorrow night, right? Yeah, play tomorrow night. So he has a day off. Take tomorrow off. They wouldn't play again until Thursday. He might be able to heal up enough to play on Thursday. I think he might have missed one game.
Right.
Because you got to remember, maybe like us, it might take us a couple weeks, but you got to remember these guys have all the top of the line shit. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They got the top trainers, and they're going to do all kinds of shit, try to get it healed up.
Yeah, but he probably they need Harden for sure because I don't know. I don't think he could play again in this series. I mean, maybe I don't know how hurt his ankle is, to be honest. But I don't. Oh fucking yeah! I got some shit to say about Chris Paul, man. Overrated. This motherfucker, 36 years old and just now making it to the conference finals, first time in his career. Get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers. I see someone say earlier that Chris Paul might be the greatest point guard of all time. Talk about prisoner of the moment. Was you saying that when Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan couldn't do shit? No, you weren't saying that, was you? Quit being prisoners of the moment. That's the big thing. Yeah, Chris Paul's a great point guard, but greatest point guard of all time, get the fuck out of here. Steph Curry would run circles around fucking Chris Paul as a point guard. Get the fuck out of here. He ain't even the best point guard in the league today. This man's 30, he's at the end of his career. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. That's the reason why Chris Paul can do as good as he's doing now.
Ayton didn't have a great game yesterday.
No, he didn't have a great. I think he had like 12 and 7.
Yeah. Yesterday was an
efficient 12 and 7.
Yesterday was about Booker and Paul. They both went off, and they were.
And Booker gives Chris Paul ball hogs in the fourth quarter and won't pass it and only takes mid rangers, which he don't miss the motherfucker. So I mean, I don't blame him, but. If Devin Booker needed to close out the game, he would do. Chris Paul could go to the bench and not even play the fourth quarter. Suns still win that game. Devin Booker still closes that game out. And Devin Booker, the first 3 quarters, sets Chris Paul up to where he can close the game out. Because Devin Booker comes out of what Devin Booker does, he comes out from the very beginning of the game and sets the pace. He fucking comes out every fucking game. He did it against the Lakers, and now he did it against the Nuggets. He comes out the first quarter of the game and just goes off and sets the pace. And he does that for the next 2 quarters, and in the fourth quarter, Chris Paul ball hogs and shoots mid-rangers.
Ball hogs.
He does. That motherfucker don't pass, bro, in the fourth quarter. Bucks.
I don't know, dude. The way the Suns are playing right now, I think they have a real good shot of winning the whole damn thing.
Who's that?
The Suns.
The Suns? I don't know. I gotta see him beat a healthy team.
Dude, I think the Suns have a real good shot.
I gotta see him beat a healthy team before I if they come out and beat the Clippers, and if they beat the Clippers, I'll be like, all right, they'll probably win this.
I don't think the Clippers are going to make it to them. I think
Clippers will beat the Jazz.
I think it's going to be the Suns and the Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell just ain't healthy enough. And if Donovan Mitchell's their only hope, because without Donovan Mitchell, they're terrible.
I think the Jazz are going to win tonight.
I don't know.
I think Jazz are going to take a 3-1 lead, and I think the Sixers are going to take a 3-1 lead. Dude, the Hawks have no answer for Joel Embiid.
No.
They have no answer for him right now.
Nobody has an answer for Embiid.
Motherfuckers averaging 30 points a game, 10 assists.
And you think who on the Suns going to stop Embiid?
Ayton will have a better chance than any of these.
Ain't nobody stopping Embiid, bro. And I'm telling you right now, Sixers could win this fucking thing, bro.
Embiid's averaging 35 points, 10 rebounds through the 3 games of this series. Seth Curry averaging 18 in them 3 games. That's crazy. That's Seth Curry. Yeah, I mean, that's a big.
Yeah, Seth Curry stepped up big. A lot of people said that the Lakers should have picked up Seth Curry, and that would have been a good pickup.
He's a good player. I think he's a little underrated myself.
He's kind of like what Danny Green used to be.
But the Sixers have outscored the Hawks by 44 points in the last 9 quarters.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can stop Booker, but I think the Sixers got a better chance of stopping Booker than the Suns having a chance of stopping Embiid. And I mean, if you stop you can give Booker his, but you just stop everybody else, you're good. But the Suns are deep, and that's what helps them.
The Suns are deep.
But I could definitely see the 76ers, the Bucks, or like I said, they got to get past the Jazz or the Clippers. And I think they're going to have their hands full but the thing is, the Jazz aren't healthy, and that'll be the 3rd unhealthy team they played. But the Clippers, if it just all depends on Donovan Mitchell and how healthy he is. That's all it depends on.
The thing that scares me is they're going to have so much time off. They've been hot, been playing good, and now they're going to have to set for 2 or 3 games, waiting on to see who they're going to play. Exactly. So hell, they're not going to play probably for a fucking week.
Right.
That's the only thing that really scares me. Because if they play like they've been playing, I think they have a hell of a shot of winning the whole thing. But that scares me because when you're hot, you want to keep playing. You don't want to sit.
Right.
And I mean, they might not play another game for a week because there's going to be at least 2 more games in that. One of them is a night, and then another night be 2 more days. So that would be on Thursday, Wednesday, and then as early as that series could start would maybe be Friday.
Right.
If that series goes to Game 7, then you're talking Monday or Tuesday of next week. So you're talking about a whole fucking week off. They're probably going to get.
Yeah, and they just got time to sit there and get more nervous and more nervous. But yeah, I think. Oh my God! I know Chris Paul does ball hog and shoot all the shots in the fourth quarter, but
hey, fuck, dude, yesterday he was hitting.
He don't miss them. I'll say that
he was fucking hitting yesterday.
But
Blazers are going to interview Dan Toney for their coaching job.
I definitely don't think.
Is Dan Toney going to make Lillard? Is that going to make Lillard happy going out and getting Dan Toney as the coach?
No. Lillard should leave. But I don't give a fuck what they got.
You know what Dan Toney's going to do? He's going to use Lillard like he did Harden.
Yeah.
Lillard's always going to have the ball and then either drive in and kick it out or score.
Yep.
That's how and most players average their best points and shit when they with Dan Toney.
Yeah.
He's all about scoring points. Them motherfuckers don't care nothing about fucking defense.
No. And I don't agree.
That was Houston's problem when he was at Houston. They had teams that should have won better, but they didn't play no fucking defense.
Houston had CP3.
He got hurt. They might have won that fucking series.
They might have, but I still don't think they'd have won it. But they might have. I mean, they were up 3-2.
I'd like to see what would have happened. I'd like to have seen him stay healthy and see what would have happened because them were some good games.
Yeah, but Chris, like I said, Chris Paul usually always gets injured when a big moment comes.
Oh,
He usually gets injured when he starts doubting himself. He usually gets injured. That's all I'm saying. He did it against the Lakers.
I'm not a big fan of him anyway,
but tell me, tell me though, he don't start getting injured whenever big moments happen. I mean, it could be coincidence. It could be. But I'm just saying, he always seems to get injured in big moments. Could be coincidence.
See, that's the only game tonight, isn't it? No, there's 2 games tonight, right? Yeah, Hawks and Sixers.
Oh, shit.
You got the Sixers and Hawks, and you got the Nets, Jazz, and then tomorrow night's the Nets and the Bucks.
This motherfucker said Joel Embiid gonna get his ankle snapped.
Yeah, so the earliest that Phoenix could play is probably Friday, and that's if that series only goes 6 games.
Yeah.
Or 5 games. I mean,
Well,
I think the Jazz are going to win tonight.
Donovan Mitchell. I don't think they believe that he's healthy. And I don't believe he's healthy either because, like I said, he had to leave last game.
The missing piece for Utah to me is Conley. They need Conley back too.
They need Conley back.
I mean, they don't get me wrong. They need Mitchell, but they need Conley too.
Yep.
Conley plays deep. He plays pretty good defense, and then he can shoot. He can shoot the fuck out of the ball.
Yeah. But
and he can get to the rim.
yeah, they just gotta hope Mitchell's at least like 80%. Because if not, they just gotta have him on the floor just to create space and make people think about him. Because I just don't. If he's not healthy, I just don't see how the Clips, man, they're never out of it somehow. They fucking look like they're out of it, and then they pull some shit out their ass. But being that I think Donovan Mitchell's pretty hurt, I'm gonna take Clippers to win this series. But if he's not, I think the Jazz will win. But I think he's hurt.
Mike Conley likely out again. Donovan Mitchell will play. But Mike Conley's not playing again.
Yeah, they better hope Mitchell's fucking good to go. They better hope. If I was the Jazz, I would be telling Mitchell, like, dude, you need to sit out this game. We can let him even the series up, but you need to be healthy for the game at home to put us up 3-2.
Yeah, they're saying that he's going to play.
Hey.
Mitchell says he's fine.
Clips with the easy dub just to get swept by the Suns. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't think the Clippers are deep enough.
Yeah, they're not really.
That's why I think the Suns are going to win this series is because I think the Suns are going to get more out of their bench, especially if the Suns get Conley back.
Yep. But
I'm not Suns.
Right.
The Jazz. I don't know why I said the Suns. I meant the Jazz. Plus, Bogdanovich ain't going to shoot fucking 2 for 10 again this game.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so. You definitely wouldn't think he would.
I don't see Bogey doing that.
No.
I wish he was still a fucking Pacer.
Yeah, Pacers should have kept him, dude. He's like the perfect player for today's NBA.
I haven't heard any more news on like who the Pacers were going to get as coach. I'd heard a rumor about Jason Kidd, and I heard they were looking into Billups.
They're gonna get Stotts. That's my prediction.
You think they're going to get Stotts?
I do. I just see it in my vision.
Why?
I don't know. I just like it. Just sounds right. It just seems like
seems
like what the Pacers would do. To me, it just seems like
they might go out and hire another assistant coach.
Oh fuck! I see. They should have learned their lesson on that. That motherfucker they hired this year was a joke. But I think they're gonna get stopped. I mean, that's just my opinion, my prediction, but I don't know. Fuck, who knows who they'll end up with?
I'm trying to see if I see anything.
Well, I did read up, and I just heard in the chat that I guess the Pacers called up Matthew Lipscomb out of Lipscomb Academy. I heard that they called him up to be the GM of the Pacers just to kind of shake things up a bit. And I don't think it's a bad decision. I mean, he's known to be a great GM, and he has a lot of potential. And I think he could even honestly balance being the GM and coaching the team, and probably getting some playing time.
Here's a question though: if say this GM Pritchard, he has to get the right coach this time, or you think he has to be gone? I mean, he's the one that hired that fucking Borkin. You know what I mean? If they're not going to, you know what I mean? If he can't be, how the hell can you be a GM and you thought that was the right fucking move? You know what I mean?
That's true.
And if he don't get it right this time, fuck,
he could have.
You got to give him the fuck out of there.
He could have been chasing, looking like a genius. You know how coaches, you know how people do that shit. Like,
he looks like a dumbass. 'Cause
Yeah.
Look what fucking McMillan's doing, who was our coach the year before.
It looks bad on him. That's for sure.
You fire McMillan, he goes to the Hawks,
Wins a playoff
turns
series.
him around.
Yeah. I know. He looks bad right now. That's why they had to fire that guy.
And you fire McMillan and hire this fucking Borkin dude. We scored more points. Didn't play no fucking defense at all. We scored 130 fucking points and lose.
34 and 38.
How do you score 130 something points and fucking lose, dude?
Like Matt said, first things first, I'm trading Sabonis and Brogdon for Dame time. I agree 110%.
They're not going to do that.
But they're not going to do that. But if Matt was GM, they would do that. And then I'm firing Nate, bringing in Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson, I'm hit. Mark Jackson ain't coaching. If he was going to coach, he'd have been coaching. We ain't getting Mark Jackson. And I'll be honest, I don't want him. Cause he don't want to coach.
I still can't believe that they that they hired, that was who they picked. I don't know how you came to that conclusion.
I bet they offered Mark Jackson something. I bet they talked to him. But I don't think that dude wants to coach. You never know, though. I mean, shit, you never know.
It says here that Pritchard is apparently fighting for his job. That's the GM, but it says that...
because they're about to hire Matt.
It says the Pacers are monitoring the situation in Dallas with Rick Carlisle. So they might go after Carlisle, which he was a Pacer coach for a while, and we were good when he was the coach. But it's saying that they're looking at him to see what's the situation with him. So if Dallas gets rid of Carlisle, that would probably be who they go after, I bet. Carlisle's not a bad coach.
Yeah, I don't
know
think
why
he was
Dallas
the problem with the Mavericks.
I don't know why Dallas would get rid of him. I think he's a good coach. I hated it when the Pacers got rid of him, but
I mean,
Pritchard has to get the right coach this time. He can't, or you're done.
Hell yeah, break it down, bro. Break the news, man. Give it to the people. We're going for Dame time.
I don't know who they're. Other than that, I don't say any other names. You know what they need to do?
Huh?
Bring in Reggie.
Bring Reggie.
Bring in Reggie as a coach.
Reggie's soft as hell.
Shit.
Reggie don't want to coach. He's comfortable with his TNT job.
Hey, dude, I'd be comfortable doing that job too.
Yeah.
Motherfucker making some money. His Wendy's commercials kill me, dude.
I'm a fucking Reggie, bro. He a big name for basketball, man.
If they hired him, dude, Indiana would go fucking nuts.
Go
dude.
nuts. Indiana would go crazy.
Pacers games would sell out.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Quick. That's the thing about Indiana, dude. Especially basketball. We get if the Pacers are good, the fans are going to
the fans are going to be there,
and they're going to go fucking nuts
for sure. Like,
I mean, the Indiana fans they'll show up and they'll be loud, real loud.
He said he traded. The next thing he's going to do after he picks up Dame time is he's trading a first round pick and both Holiday brothers for Big Body Bron. I agree 110%. You get Big Body Bron and you get Dame Lillard, it's a guaranteed chip. Everyone's playing for second place at that point.
That's what everybody thought when they got Anthony Davis.
I mean, they would have won it this year if Anthony Davis was healthy.
Suns was going to beat them even with Davis.
No.
Suns was winning that series.
No.
Yep.
No way.
Suns was too deep of a team for the Lakers.
Lakers were up 2-1. They were going to close it out. They were about to win game. They were going to win game 4 at the Lakers. They were going to win that game with Anthony Davis healthy.
Bring in Reggie as the GM. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah. Lakers had that series wrapped up until AD got hurt. They were up 2-1 playing at home. If Anthony Davis was healthy, they would have won that game. It'd have been 3-1, and then it would have been a wrap on that series. And Lakers would have cruised to the championship again. It's just all about AD getting hurt. Because after AD got hurt, it was LeBron James and the Orlando Magic, and they ain't winning shit with that. AD was having his way with the Suns. Fucking stupid motherfucker can't stay healthy. I'm in the offseason. I'm going to eat a bunch of food and get fat and be lazy. I'm going to come out and try to be the champ again. Yeah, see how that worked out for you, bub. I'm going to play GTA today instead of get my workout in. Fucking Anthony Davis. I can't stand this mentality these days of, oh, we're just going to not give a shit during the regular season, then turn it up in the playoffs. I'm sick of that shit. See how that works out for fucking teams? The teams that played hard all season are doing the best.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why people want to always sit out like that.
I guarantee after this year, that shit of Kawhi Leonard missing 20... Why the fuck do you need to miss 20 games when the season is already shortened? What fucking sense does that make? How do you miss 20 games on a 72-game season?
A lot of them even missed out on the 82-game season, too.
That's what the fuck? No, an 82-game season, Kawhi probably misses 25. Fucking crazy, bro. If I was the Clippers, there's no fucking way I'd be having that shit. There's no fucking way. I'll tell you one thing I would have liked to seen, though, and I wish it would have happened, but the fucking poop-ass fucking Grizzlies had to spoil it for everybody and go and get 4-1 for no fucking reason. I would have liked to seen Curry and the Warriors against the Jazz in the playoffs. I'd have loved to seen that way more than the fucking poop-ass Grizzlies. And another question, if Portland would have beat Denver, they would have gave the Suns a way better fucking matchup than 4-0. They wouldn't have fucking lost 4. They would have not got swept.
And Becky Hammond.
I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say it. There ain't going to ever be a girl head coach in the NBA that does good.
Well, I was talking about this the other day. Are these NBA players? Can you put a woman as a head coach, and are they going to listen to him?
Right.
And I'm not. You know what I mean? Not putting a woman down. I'm just saying.
Right. Though
You got these 22, 23-year-olds to 35, 40-year-old guys that are fucking millionaires,
and they're going to feel like she just got the job because she's a woman.
Are they going to listen? You know what I mean? Are they going to have the respect to her as they do some of these other head coaches? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean I'm cool with giving it a shot, but I think we're gonna find out really quick that this ain't gonna work. But I mean I can't say that there's the one anomaly, the one of a trillion chance that this lady will be a great coach. I mean, it could happen.
Well, they say she's a good coach. I'm not saying that she isn't, but I'm just saying this. Are you going to be able to get these guys? I mean, that Nate Bjorken, he couldn't get the players in Indiana to respect him. You know what I mean? That was, to me, the biggest problem. He couldn't connect with the players. Is she going to be able to connect with the players?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my thing. Connect with them enough that they're going to believe in her philosophy and listen to it.
Right. And maybe
Nate Bjorken couldn't do that.
Dude. And
I'm not saying she can't. It's just, I think it's going to be harder just because.
Yeah. She couldn't do it in Indiana. The thing about Indiana is we the ones that did the mouse in the fucking pallet. We ain't no bitches. Like, we got the old book nerd, fucking bookworm motherfucker, Nate Bjorken in there. We ain't gonna respect that.
If I'll tell you what, if
analytics says this,
if Dallas does move on from Rick Carlisle, I wouldn't be mad at all if the Pacers got him.
Hell yeah! Hey, I'm down. I'm open. You know, I'm cool with Terry Stotts. You know, I'm cool with a couple people, but
Carlisle was the coach. Wasn't he the coach when we had the brawl?
I don't know, to be honest. Is he still coaching?
Who?
Carlisle?
Yeah, he's the Dallas Mavericks coach.
Okay, yeah, I'd be cool with that for sure.
But I'm pretty sure that he was the coach. I'm pretty sure he was Pacers coach when we had that brawl. He was Pacers coach for like 5 years, and we had good teams. I think he was coach when we had the brawl.
Hell yeah, bring him back. But you know what's gonna happen if they bring him? You know, there'll be one. I mean, it ain't gonna be the main reason, but there'll be one reason why they bring him. And you know why? Who plays for Dallas right now? Who is gonna be going to a different team this year that plays on Dallas?
A different team?
Yeah, he's already said that he don't want to play for Dallas anymore. Pretty much, that he ain't happy with how things have went.
Who was that? I haven't heard that.
Porzingis.
Now I'd heard rumors during the season that Pacers were talking about trading for Porzingis.
I could definitely see like that happening. I could definitely see Porzingis coming to the Pacers, but we got fucking big men. We don't need them. We need a star fucking guard. That's what we fucking need. We got mediocre. I mean, we got better than average guards, but we need the fucking star guard. We need it. There's no ends, ifs, or buts about it. It's the only way we're going to go to the next level. The only way.
Fucking Cubs are tied for first in the division now.
Yeah. Cubs playing good, huh? Reds
need to win this series against the Brewers tonight. Yeah. Or this starts tonight. But we need to win this series against the Brewers because that'll get us...
Yeah, we don't want Porzingis, bro. We need Bradley Beal. We need Dame time. It's all there is.
Oh, nice play.
Damn.
You see how he put that arm down? That's what you got to do when you dive so you don't kill yourself. You got to try to soften that blow a little bit. Especially out there at the sports place. Dude, it's like diving out here on this fucking concrete, dude. I've dove out in the outfield before, dude.
It does not feel good,
You might as well go out here in the middle of the road right here and dive.
It did not feel good, bro.
Now, I heard they'd done a lot of work out there. It looked a lot nicer.
Yeah, I mean, it looked better, I guess. It looked better, I guess. They put like new fencing up or something, which I really didn't get because I didn't think that was the issue. And honestly, the fence doesn't look.
Most of the issue was weeds and shit.
Yeah, like I don't think the fencing was really the issue. They need to pull that turf up and even out the ground. That's one thing they need to do.
That was stupid the way they done that.
Yeah, it's fucking hilly. You can see the fucking.
If you wanted to make if you wanted to do that, that's fine. But you can't do it when the fields. They done it when the fields are all wet and sloppy, so they could try to get the games in.
Right.
You can't do it like that. You gotta get the ground level.
Right.
Get it all graded out so that shit lays not. Fuck, dude.
They just threw that shit on top of what was ever there.
Dude, it's treacherous playing infield on that fucking turf.
Oh, I wouldn't want to.
I played second base that one night, dude. Fuck, the way it goes like that, that ball hit one of them middle.
Yeah. I wouldn't like it, bro.
Yeah. I don't understand why they ever done that. Look at them Oakland uniforms. You like those ones?
Yeah, bro. Fuck Brogdon. We got LeVert. We need Dame time. I agree 110%. I'm about to ball. Oh, yeah. KO been playing a strong second base, though, bro. I mean, ain't really nothing got by him. And he been making plays.
I'm interested to see who they get as coach. 'Cause I think that's going to who they get as coach is going to be big on what trades they try to make. I like those Oakland uniforms they were wearing yesterday. I ain't gonna show them again, but showing the top 10 plays. That's a sick kick. Look how much that ball curved to the right, dude. That is sick.
That is nasty. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Pacers need to get the right coach. And
what do you think is going to end up happening with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? Did you see where they?
I think he's gonna play with the Packs.
We see where a GM came out and said that Rodgers was a complicated fella.
I agree, though.
But dude, the Green Bay GM, them guys, they're not doing nothing to help the situation.
I don't know why
they come out and say the stupidest shit. If you're trying to get him to come back, they're coming out and saying the dumbest shit that he's dividing the fan base and. They're trying to basically put everything on him. That's not going to work to try to get him to come back, especially when you guys are the reasons he wants to leave. It's not the team. It's not the coach. It's fucking. He wants to leave because
I think that
the GM. You know what I mean?
I think those dudes got egos too, and I think they're not going to sit here and let Aaron Rodgers talk down on them.
Their thing is, I think them guys. He drafted Love, so he wants to try to prove that how smart he is, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And
from all the reports, Love hasn't looked real good.
Like I said,
I don't think Rodgers is going back. I think he's going to retire. I think he'll fucking retire and sit out a season or two before he goes back to Green Bay.
It's possible for sure.
I think he's dug in. I do.
I don't think that
dude. He missed the training camp for the first time ever.
That's true.
And he's staying. And think about him. You're not hearing nothing from Rodgers. You know what I mean? But
he said he puts it out there though.
But then every other day you hear the Packers say something fucking stupid.
Yeah, they hate that motherfucker. They hate Aaron Rodgers right now. They can't stand that motherfucker.
And if you're the Packers, what do? Do you trade him?
Trade him.
You almost have. I think you almost have to because it's just going to keep going on. That's going to be the story of the whole season.
Yeah, I would fucking trade him, but
I know all the bookmakers still have him going to Denver.
I like Denver. I like him going to Denver.
Dude, if he goes to Denver, man,
I would trade him, man.
The teams in the AFC better watch out because Denver has a good defense.
Hell yeah,
and they have some weapons. You give.
They got some.
Yeah, they have some weapons.
Yeah. If Aaron Rodgers goes to Denver, I mean
that makes them. That makes him a contender. I think.
Oh, shit! I didn't even see Kevin. Yeah, man, I'm feeling all right after that diving play, bro. Not too bad.
Okay,
that's a little sore.
That's what I've been yelling for ever since. Before they even hired Dorkin. Last year when we was looking for a coach, Mark Jackson's the guy I've been yelling for. I don't know if he just don't want to coach or what. I don't understand why he hasn't been. He just has to not want to coach because he's had to been offered.
Right.
I mean, look what he done with.
Would have offered if he wanted to coach. He's had to get the offer he would accept to coach, and I just don't think he wants to coach.
Yeah, because you would think somebody have made that call to see if he's interested.
Right.
They've had to have. If you haven't, you shouldn't be a fucking GM. I mean, in my eyes, he has a lot to do with the Warriors getting to where they got. Yeah, Kirk came in, they won championships, but it wasn't like Jackson was doing a bad job. He turned that team around. I'm not sure what happened there that they got rid of him because it didn't make no sense to me when they got rid of him.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what happened either. They needed Steve Kerr's championship mentality in there. 4 rings in a row. I mean, you got to hire the guy. Yeah, Jokic is. If I was Jokic, I'd have been beating up the ref, not Devin Booker. But
Dude, Paul was 14 of 19 on field goals. That's fucking nuts. He was on fire. He was hot.
he was on fire. Did you know, like, before that in that series, before that game, he had only missed one shot in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's been on fire. Dude. He's been on fire in the fourth quarter.
In the first two games, he only missed one shot in the fourth quarter.
And the thing is, these teams, you know that. What you should, you know what I mean? Why? How the hell you let him get open? You know he's going to pull up. He's not going. He's not looking to get to the rim.
Right. Yeah, Chris Paul.
And they give him space. You can't give him space on a mid range.
No, Chris Paul's a little slimy snake. Slimy snake is what Chris Paul reminds me of. Just sliming his way through, getting foul calls and doing all the bullshit. That's who Chris Paul is. He's a fucking bitch, but he's a good player. He ain't the best point guard of all time though. Motherfucker ain't even top 5 in my eyes.
Booker was going to whoop Jokic's ass.
Dude, Jokic would have beat the brakes off Booker. Jokic would have beat the brakes off Booker.
Booker would have took Jokic's big ass down and fucking pounded him.
No.
He'd have gave him some ground and pound that he'd never forget.
Jokic would have choked his ass out.
He'd take that motherfucker down and be like,
you know what it would have looked like? It'd look like when Jan fought Adesanya.
Yeah, that's what it would look like. But fucking Jokic would be Adesanya laying on his back.
No. Joker would have been on top of Jan, Joker would have been on top of Booker, just beating the brakes off of him. And then Jay Crowder would have came in like he's tough, and then Jokic would have got him and beat the. No, it would have looked like that Suns fan that beat up them two dudes in Denver. Like that's what it would have looked like. Like Jokic would have beat up.
Jalen's top 5 players, 25 or younger.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's pretty good there.
That's probably exactly what I would say.
Trae Young just didn't. He played a good playoff series, the first series, but he needs to pick it up this series.
Yeah. John Morant, I mean.
Morant's right there too.
He's right there. He's probably 6th. He could be 5th. I don't know. Trae Young's nice, but
I like Morant.
Morant's right there. He could easily be 5th or 6th.
De'Aaron Fox is pretty tough too.
Yeah, Fox is playing pretty good.
But Booker, dude, I think people are now he'll get some respect, but that dude's been underrated. That dude,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Chris Paul is all that people are talking about.
That dude can ball. Chris
Paul, he's the reason why.
Why in the fuck does Giannis keep throwing up 3-pointers, dude?
I don't know, man.
And then he can't hit a fucking free throw to save his life. He's in his head so much. You know, I saw him shoot 2 yesterday that barely hit the front of the rim.
I know. I love.
It's like, dude, you're a fucking professional. You were the MVP of the league, and you can't hit a fucking free throw.
And that 10-second rule, bro. That 10-second rule is bullshit because I counted at least 7 of the free throws Giannis shot, 5 or 6. I counted. This motherfucker was 13,
dude,
14, 15 seconds into it.
I'd never even heard of that rule before until they called it on that one game. I never even heard of it.
I think they should. They can't call it every now and again. They gotta. If they're gonna call it, they need to fucking call it. And every free throw, he's at about.
I don't think
13 to 14 seconds.
I don't even think that should be a fucking rule.
Well, I mean, you got to put some kind of time limit on it, but I mean, maybe 15 seconds or something. But
I understand they're taking, but if it's most guys don't take. Most guys take maybe 10, 15 seconds right in between there. What's the big deal? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Giannis definitely takes.
I had never heard of that rule.
I haven't
until
either.
They called it on him a week or two ago.
They refused to call it on him last game because the refs playing favorites.
I've never even heard of the fucking rule. I was like, what the hell just happened? I'm ready to watch some baseball. My Reds have been playing good. We got a big series against the Brewers.
Fuck yeah.
We could pick up some games, get back in the hunt. We're at 500. Hell, we've been playing good, but we got to win tonight.
Gotta beat the
We need to
Brewers.
start this
man.
series out good.
It's a tough series too. So hopefully the Brewers can take that L and Reds play good. I would just like the Reds should win this series, but it all depends how much they pitch Garrett.
Damn dog.
Yeah, it all depends really on if they pitch Amir Garrett or not. So
Garrett's been pitching better, but they haven't been using him as a closer.
I hope not.
They've been using him more in the middle innings. They've been using Sims more as the closer here lately.
Yeah.
I still think strap dog, come here. I still think we need a new manager.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I think the manager definitely doesn't help.
Yeah,
That's for damn sure.
does not at all.
He makes some pretty stupid fucking calls that cost us. Motherfucking a couple times I seen that shit. Oh yeah.
This is Mamacita by Lloyd P. White. Check out their page. Before we get out of here, don't forget we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. Actually, before we get out of here, picks today. Steve has in the NBA. He took Clippers -5. Baseball, he has Reds +1.5. Cards money line, Giants money line, and in hockey, he took the Knights money line. He said to use the Knights as a parlay pick because
They're pretty big favorites.
pretty big favorites.
I think it's -280.
In the NBA, I took the Sixers -3. Baseball, I have the Jays over the Red Sox. Cubs over the Mets. Reds first 5. White Sox and Rays under 7.5. And the Twins money line. And then in hockey, I like the Vegas game to be under 5.5. That was our picks from Easy Money earlier. You can find it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Also, you can find Easy Money and GSR on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify. About anywhere where you get your podcast, check us out. Follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez or at Gonzalez Sports. Steve don't have no social media.
I got Instagram. You can follow lic.city_Lil Steve.
And then tell them about the thing going across the bottom of the ticker real quick, Steve.
Oh yeah, man. If y'all want to help support the channel, help the channel grow, you can send like donations or man, whatever, anything helps, man. And you can send that on PayPal. The email for that is viralscopemusic@gmail.com. Music is spelled M-U-Z-I-K. You can see it in the ticker. But yeah, viralscopemusic@gmail.com if y'all want to help the channel grow and help the brothers out, man.
All right, we appreciate all the support. We'll see you guys Wednesday. See you guys Wednesday. Hope everybody's getting off to a good start of the week on this Monday. Enjoy the games tonight. And we'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.
Trey Young, the man.
Hit the
out the park like Grand Slam. Hit Benny's, get Benny's, that's a grand plan. Sip Henny, get faded with the whole team. Nights going like it's snowing, make your nose bleed. Sightseeing, I need it, I dream it all the time, homie. Now I'm dreaming you alive, homie. Fight demons, I beat them, now I need to find Christ, homie. I've been searching for the light. Young guy on top since 9-7. Young lost in the cross like God sent it. Some lost, some win, some argue. Some boss, some trip, some guard you. I live, I love, I march through. Any problem that occurs, no harm do. Bet I pop up on a billboard. Bet I miss a couple shots, but I still scored. Yeah. I'm just trying to drive till the lights go out. Then I'm trying to drive till the sun